Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab, and welcome to week 6 of the Index Card Art Challenge that I am a week and a half behind by. So I want to apologize for the delay, but I am here now to provide you with the creative inspiration that you've been waiting for. Now, without further ado, we're going to get on into the definition of the word that we're working on this week, which is hope. Okay? Hope is defined as a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. Second definition being a feeling of trust. Now, when I sat down and I thought about this, the first thing that came to mind for me was both of those definitions. Okay. Now, as you know, I'm a God's girl, so hope and trust in the Lord is a daily, day-to-day thing. Okay. At the current moment, I am hoping for a new home for my family. We've been searching and waiting for the right time and the right place that has the things that we're looking for and that we need in our home. And so I believe that, and I trust and I hope that the Lord has heard my prayer and will deliver that blessing to us very soon. Okay. So now I have pulled out some scraps. They're not really scraps, but they came in a scrap let's see, what do you want to call it? Yeah, it's like a scrappy bin, scrappy package. I didn't purchase them, but I'm gonna use them just like I did. All right, so what I intend to do on my index card this week, I've already taken this card and backed it with some brown paper, heavy brown paper, just so that it wouldn't be so flimsy, because I needed to apply gesso to the top of it. Why? Because I plan to do a little bit of watercoloring. So that's the first thing that I am going to do. I am going to bring out my very favorite metallic watercolor paints, and let me get something just to put underneath this here, because I can make a mess like anybody else, you know. Okay, so we're gonna go with our favorite magazine that protects the surfaces, and so I can get this watercolor laid down, dry it, and be on our way. I hope that you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, drop in the comments which cards you've done, which weeks you've done, I should say, and you're always welcome to stop by the Maker Exchange, which is the Facebook group that we have, and share the photos of what you have created for the challenge, or tag. There's a hashtag in the description box of what you can use if you're on Instagram. Okay. So I'm just laying a little bit of watercolor down because I'm going to spread it all the way out with, take my spray bottle and spray it and let it do its thing. Okay. This little spray bottle comes in handy, I'm going to tell you. Because you don't need a big one for these smaller projects. You don't want a large sprayed area. You kind of want it direct. Okay, so I'm just adding it to the top so that it can drizzle down to the bottom, and I'll work it from that point. So, and the gesso just allows it to not soak into the paper, which allows me to play with the watercolors a little bit. If you're not familiar with what that's all about, which I'm sure most of you are, but for the newbies, white gesso is what is used on white canvases to protect the canvas from the paint soaking directly into it. I mean, that's the most common use of it, but as creatives and crafters, we use it wherever we feel like we need to use it at. Okay, so let me just hit that one more time so it can spread. And then I'm going to run it through the dryer, the heat and boss tool, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while that's finishing drying, it's a little bit wet at the top, I'm going to go ahead and begin to cut the shapes out for the house. Okay, so I'm going to want the house over on this side. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And I'm using these textured papers because I won't have to do anything to them. It already has the color that I'm looking for. So I'm just really just cutting out some boxy shapes, a boxy shape, because it's going to be for whose house? My house. All right, and then so I'm just going to go, let me just see which one's going to work. You want it. Okay. Will that work? Yeah. All right, so we're going to go. Don't have to be perfect. We're making art, folks. We're not building homes. Okay? Little wonky is perfectly fine. All right, so we have the metallic, then we have the, and I'm going to use a scrap of this for a little chimney. A little chimney. Let's see, this doesn't have to be a huge drawn out process. Now you can get as intricate with your designs as you want, or simple as you want. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. All right. So now what I'll do is glue that like that, that there, and then I'm going to use the back of this for the tree. Okay? I said a tree. See, you get innovative with these things. You don't need a whole lot of material. I'm going to go ahead and cut out. Now, the opposite side of this is white, so let me use this one. I am going to attempt to make a couple of clouds. So let's see if I can draw, if I have something I can draw. And that way I won't completely muck this up. All right, so I'll need small clouds. So I'll have to fussy cut this out. And then a little one, a little wide one. Let's see if I can get that fussy cut out. I shouldn't need that many. I thought I got a small pair of scissors out. Did I not? Oh, here we go. All right. Okay, so there we have 4 cute little clouds that we can use. Let me go ahead, flip this over, and draw half of the tree. See how big? I don't want the whole thing. I will go with half. Okay. And I am just being approximate. Okay. That should have been the other way, I believe. Yeah, I think I should have did that the other way. So it needs to go this way. So the cut needs to go like so. I'll cut off the excess, whatever needs to hang off the side. Let me go bring that in just a smidge more. There we go. That'll be great. Okay, so moving the scraps off to the side. We're almost there, folks. All right, so this is dry enough for me to go ahead and put my things down. All right. Using a little tacky glue. Let me move this off to the side so I'll have a flat surface. All right, so now we're going to build. And I'm going to put this right over into the, yeah, I think I want it red, yeah. Like a brick red. And because I will be using one more watercolor at the end, I am going to, actually let me slide this. Need to make sure I have ample glue. Okay. And then squeeze that extra up off of there. Okay, so we're going to bring this down like so. Okay. Bring it down a little bit more. Up right to there. All right, what did I do with the chimney? Probably threw it out. Gracious alive. It's okay, we've got more. There's more where that came from. There we go. Okay, so let me get a little bit of glue on here. That way, put this underneath here like so, because I want this here. So let me slide this where I want it and put it in place. Okay, so that'll be there. Now I'll go ahead and put some glue to the back of this. Got a little heavy-handed with the glue there, I do believe. All right. Here we go. All right. Now, one thing about the gesso is, depending, you got to know your glues, because you can't just use any type of glue with the gesso, because it'll pop back up. So try it before you actually work on your project. You know what I mean? Probably use the smaller ones. And let's get the tree. Where did it go? And this is not going to be a typical tree, but I'm not a typical gal, so there's that. Before I put the clouds down, I am going to I thought I had 4. Did I not have 4? There's the chimney. Slightly unorganized she is, guys. It's okay. 2 should be adequate for what I'm getting ready to do. And what I'm getting ready to do is make a rose tree. Rose-ish type tree. Okay. Yep, that's what we're doing. There's that 4th one. All right, so let me get, just because I need to be able to see the complete canvas, if you will, and know the dimensions that I'm working with. So cutting off the excess at this point is important, and actually it'll be more so like this. There we go. Okay, keeping an eye on that glue to make sure it adheres to the watercolor and gesso. Okay, so we're going to do something like that. I do believe we'll go. I'm not mad about it hanging off the side. At least some of it anyways. So I think I want to go like, actually I want to go like that. That's cute. Bring it down some though. That'll work for me. And then once I have that down, I'm going to go ahead and put the clouds and put the finishing touch on it, and we will be done. It's just that simple, folks. If you could manage to not put as much glue on yours as I'm doing mine, you'd have less steps. So watch for the glue. Watch for the glue, people. I'll do half one right here. Do this one there. That's how it's going down. And then it'll be partially cut off. Okay, so I hope this has inspired you guys. I'm almost done. Fear not. We're almost there, folks. Thank you so much for coming back. I got a mess going on here. Let me say that. Let me just caution you on that. All right, so let's cut out our word. Hope. What a mess. Put that back in the box. And what do we want? And see, you got to make sure you come back and make sure everything's laying down again, because that's what happens with your wonderful, do I want to go with gray or do I want to go with black? I better go with black this week. Things are a little wonky this week, but it's okay. It's done in love and with love. Okay, that will dry shortly. What I'm going to need to do is, once that dries, okay, is, where am I going with this? Oh, windows and doors. Where was I going with the windows and doors? Okay, so what I think I want to do, let me just flip this page over, is leave that there. Add a little brick dimension. just to give it a little bit of, you know, that thing. And a little bit down at the bottom. I know I'm a little quiet, guys. Bear with me. That's what the sipping shares are for. The chatting is for the chatting is for the sipping shares, okay? Right now I'm concentrating heavy. Make that a little bit more realistic. There we go. Make that a little bit more pronounced. And hopefully the rest is drying as I'm doing this. And then I'm going to darken the edges of this house a little bit. And we shall be complete. Boy, it take a long time for that glue to truly catch. I'll remember that for next time. All right, so we have that. Now what I want to do is just go very lightly around the house with some a watercolor pencil. Yep, this is a watercolor pencil. And then run my paintbrush around it to smear it just a bit. Just a bit. So we can get a little depth there. And then we'll be done. And then we'll come back and take a look and see what we got. All right, I'm going to use this paintbrush here, so hopefully there's nothing on it. Oh, I forgot this edge. Okay, I don't want to monkey around with that too much more because it is over watercolor. All right, so let's put down our word of hope. And here we have it, folks. I'll come back in just a second when I clean off this desk. Okay, so here we have the final index card art for week 6, Hope, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If so, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. It's free, you know. And for those who are new to the channel and you haven't already clicked subscribe, now's a great time. Now, as you saw, I used elements that I have on hand, some scraps, and made this home my own, which is what I intend to do with the home that I'm hoping for. And now this is a Tim Holtz die cut, just so you guys know. I didn't mention that in the video, but in any event, listen, until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafty. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.